Welcome to A Double
and
Dice
with your host Kim.
and Jocelyn.
Pour your favorite beverage,
Pull up a comfy chair.
because we are ready to roll.
Welcome to episode 45 of A Double and Dice. And today we are rolling out of the north and into the east.
Well, it's still the north.
Well,
Into the northeast.
into the northeast, into the east, into another. Well, it's not really a tournament. It's more of an event.
Into the old world.
We're going to talk about the Dice Masters versus Cancer charity event that's coming up.
That's right. And who's holding that event, Kim?
The Ministry of Dice boys.
That's right. Our good friends Chris and Andy over at the Ministry of Dice. And this is an annual event that they've been holding for a number of years. And last year, because of the pandemic times, the event was held virtually. And this year, again, because of the pandemic times, it is being held virtually again. So you do not have to live in the UK or have access to travel to the UK to participate. All you need is your computer and your webcam to play in this online event.
And your Dice Masters.
Well, that's
Not
just a
really.
detail. But yes.
Yeah. I mean, you could donate if you're not playing too, but we'll get to that.
Yeah, so this event is being held when, Kim?
Saturday, November 13th, and I believe it starts at 1 p.m. Eastern Time.
Good stuff. That would be 6 p.m. UK time. However, keep a note of time zone changes because I don't know when we roll back compared to when they roll back over there in the old world. So make sure you check your time zone on November 13th to confirm what time your event starts if you're going to participate. And if you want to participate, you have to sign up. Where do you sign up, Kim?
So you will sign up on Challenge.
Sounds fancy.
Challenge. You can get to their Challenge link off their website, BritRoller6.com, where you can find the Dice Masters versus Cancer page there. And it's going to cost you 10 euros. Pounds.
Pounds, Kim. The
pounds.
UK
Sorry.
Pounds. Great British Pounds. GBP.
10 pounds. So you can do that conversion yourself to wherever you need to do. But that money for that fee goes to charity.
That's
minus any fees they have to do, I assume. But it pretty much all goes to anything money raised there when you play will go to charity.
That's right. And like Kim said, if you can't play and you want to participate anyway because you want to kick Cancer's butt, like many of us do, then you can also go on to that page on BritRoller6.com and click the I can't play but I want to donate event. Can't attend but want to donate ? Click there. And you can donate money that way. So Cancer sucks, Kim.
It does. Let's fight it.
We need to kick Cancer's butt.
Yep, and roll some dice for it.
That's right. So, as always, our friends over at the Ministry of Dice have put together an event that will be fun and interesting and is not just the regular old Dice Masters. So what is the theme?
The theme is Golden Single Set.
Single set. Tell me.
Yes. So, single sets, for example, campaign boxes plus any team packs that came out at the same time is considered a single set. So, right off my bat, because I know we were talking about this before, WWE, because, we were talking about it. So WWE, when it came out with 2 packs, team packs, which was, like I remember. I know the abbreviations.
So what are the abbreviations?
Tag and bit. Bit tag.
It's
bit.
Tag team and bitter rivals.
There you go. With the campaign box. So that would be considered a set. Another golden set I can think about off my head, because everybody loves to play Turtles, Jordo, is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles set came in a campaign box, and they also had Heroes in a Half Shell, which is also a campaign box, but that is considered one set in this event, because they're both turtles. So
all the turtles get to party together?
Yes.
Good stuff, Kim.
So there's also starter sets that are not included in this event. So please make sure you visit the site and look at what is not part of your set that you can use.
Yeah. And then also, as you might recall, if you've been a Dice Masters player for some time, there are 4 sets that came out without basic actions. They include Green Arrow and the Flash, Deadpool, Batman, and Guardians of the Galaxy. So what they have done, and X-Men's First Class, sorry, 5 sets. What they've done is they've set a starter set and or campaign box that you have to use the basic actions from those sets in order to make that work. So for example, for Green Arrow and the Flash, you have to use the basic actions from the Superman Wonder Woman starter set. Those are the only basic actions you can use if you choose a Green Arrow and the Flash set to build with. And there are such for each of them.
Yeah, so make sure you take a look at that before you start building your, build your team.
Yeah, absolutely.
That you don't use it. Yeah, you don't use the wrong set or something that's not actually not allowed.
No cheaters allowed.
Yeah, so that is the format. And, the other usual pricing that goes along. I think most of their pricing has been donated.
Yeah, and all the pricing is being drawn randomly as part of a raffle at the end of the event. So you can win raffle tickets in various ways, and that's important because we're going to talk about that as part of the reason why we are building the way we are building. So you get a participation ticket. You get 2 tickets for winning each match. You get 1 ticket for playing through the whole event without dropping. And then you have team building achievements that you can meet in order to get extra tickets. There's also a penalties list.
Yes.
So instead of the Ministry of Dice banning cards, and there are, I don't think there's any bans, right? Aside from the fact that there's starter sets are not included.
Right.
If you choose something from the penalty list, you'll have negative raffle tickets. So if you want to come out and you want to play the super strong things, like Becky Lynch made in Ireland just for the global, you will get -6 tickets at the end of the event. So it doesn't matter how many games you win. Take that -6. Get ready. You could end up with negative points potentially. So
I know. Could you imagine negative tickets?
Yeah, and this includes things like all kinds of different ways to do it. There's -2, -4, -6, etc. So and there's definitely some things on there that I could see people like pairing up, and they will not be able to do that because of the way this is set up.
Yeah. So I mean, if you want to play the greatest teams, you're gonna get hindered for it.
Well, are they?
Or you don't care,
teams?
and you just want to play it anyways, right?
Yep.
Maybe the ticket thing doesn't do anything for you, but
so. But we like doing extra team build challenges, right, Kim?
We do.
So we decided we are going to take this opportunity to build a team for Dice Masters versus Cancer. So what set did we choose?
So we chose Infinity Gauntlet.
Yay!
So, which Infinity Gauntlet is a modern set. So modern set is actually one of the achievements on the list.
Yay. How many points do we get for that, Kim?
So we get 2 bonus raffle tickets for that. Check.
All right. 2 bonus raffle tickets. Modern. I'm writing this down.
Okay.
All right.
So we picked our set. It's a modern set. Infinity Gauntlet is the only set. There's no team packs or anything associated with it.
But there's 155 cards to choose from because the promos don't count, right, Kim?
That's right. Promos do not count at all in this event. So even if a promo shows up in its list, you cannot have it on your team.
Yeah, no promos.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's move on. The next thing we looked at from the event was we wanted to disadvantage ourselves with only 7 team cards from our set.
But then we said, that's only 2 bonus tickets when we can get 4.
And how can we
But
get
that
4?
didn't work. So getting 4 tickets is a matching affiliation, but it has to be all your 8 cards.
But we're going to build a matching affiliation with 7 cards anyway.
Exactly.
So what is the affiliation with 7 cards in Infinity Gauntlet, Kim?
So we're going to build the Black Order affiliation. Ooh.
Okay, so we've disadvantaged ourselves.
Yes. Check.
All right. Modern, check. All affiliation. Chris, I'm putting in a request right now that if someone plays a 7-card team, and it's all the same affiliation, I think they should get at least half bonus points, but just putting that out there.
A double on double dice said so.
Yeah. How else can we win points here, Kim?
Oh, we can get 3 bonus points or bonus raffle tickets if we only use common or uncommon cards from our chosen set.
Sold.
Commons
and uncommons only.
Check.
How else can we do this?
And so there's 2 other ones. You can build a team with no globals, which only get you 1 bonus ticket. Or you can build a team with 3 or more globals, which would get you 2 bonus. But it has to be not based on your 8 core, and it's actually all 10 of your cards. So those globals one includes your basic actions.
Okay, so I think that the point values here are reversed again, Chris and Andy, because I feel like if you build a team with 0 globals, you're slightly more disadvantaged than if you had 3 or more globals. Just putting that out there. But for now, okay, we're going to build a team with no globals.
Yes.
Okay, and then we're going to request an extra point for no globals, and we're going to request an extra 4 points for fully affiliations. But that will be up to Chris and Andy on the day if they choose to let us do that. So that's pretty good. And then the rest of those achievements that you can receive points for have to do with how you do in the team.
Yes.
Or in the team in the event. So winning rounds, losing half your rounds, most thematic team, and most intriguing or creative team, which are Ministry of Dice panel decisions, aka Chris and Andy are each going to pick a team they like.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you get 3 bonus for that if you get chosen.
Yeah. So let's start with the Black Order. So we headed over to tb.dicecoalition.com, the Dice Coalition team builder. Big thanks to the Dice Coalition for continuing to keep that up there. At the top of the Dice Coalition team builder, I have clicked off IG for Infinity Gauntlet.
Only.
Yep. And I have checked off under, I've got
Rarity.
common and uncommon under rarity. And now I'm going to check off under the pretty affiliations, the Black Order, which kind of looks like an eyeball, which is very thematic for me.
It does.
As an optician.
I never noticed that until you said that now. You know that, right? Now I'm going to think an eyeball every time I see the cards.
I didn't think of it either until right now, which is kind of sad. But it does kind of look like an eyeball.
Yeah.
So with commons and uncommons in Infinity Gauntlet with Black Order, we have a maximum of 14 cards to choose from.
Yes, which makes exactly 7 cards.
Yeah. 7 characters, commons and uncommons only. So should we just go through it alphabetically, Kim?
Yes. So the first one off on our list here is Black Dwarf.
Okay, so we have the common, which is called Powerhouse. When fielded, replace target character dies printed A with double its printed A on all faces until end of turn. Or we have the uncommon, the Black Order, which is when fielded KO target character die you control. If you do, the next die you purchase this turn costs 2 less, minimum 1. I would like to vote for the common, Kim.
Yes, I think it's a pretty strong card, especially depending on what you're going to go for. But, I mean, doubling a character's A and D, I'll take that.
Okay.
Sounds better than the 5 cost. I mean, 5 costs to make your purchase cost 2 less seems a bit steep.
Yeah. With that said, the Black Dwarf is a pretty cool card as far as fielding and stats go. 031 142 062. So you want to roll that on level 3.
Yeah. But now he can target himself, right?
Sure, but there's other ones that are going to do this just as well.
Yep.
So let's move on. What's the next card, Kim?
All right. Next one is Black Swan.
Yay.
I do like her. So she's got her common, which is a 4 cost. When she is active, if you use an Energize ability, gain 1 life. Now, I don't think there's much Energize going on in Black Order, but we'll see as we go through these.
There, I'm going to spoiler alert this.
Okay.
There is none in the commons and uncommons. So we're not going to put that one on the team.
No, probably not. And then her other one is a 5 cost. So if she lands on her burst or double burst, which is her level 2 and 3, she gains Overcrush.
Yay, let's put that one on.
Yeah, I like that one. Love me some Overcrush. Wow, 2 5 costs. Oof.
Yeah, we've got ramp to worry about. Okay, so next we have Corvus Glaive. Corvus Glaive has the common, which is super text heavy. Kim, what does it say?
Nothing.
Exactly. It's blank. It's vanilla. It's a 2-cost fist. And then the uncommon is the 3-cost fist, which says when fielded, you may deal 1 damage to target character die. Your opponent may deal 1 damage to target sidekick. Like,
you could kind of get ramp out of it if you have sidekicks out there.
Yeah, I mean, but my honest answer is I'm kind of leaning towards the blank one.
Yeah, because you're kind of also giving your opponent some ramp as well, unless you don't do a sidekick. But yeah, let's come back to him. Let's see what other cards in there that maybe he might help.
Okay.
Next one will be Ebony Maw. 4 costs for both, common and uncommon. His common is when fielded, deal 2 damage to target character die. If the die is KO'd by this damage, the next character die you purchase costs 1 less. Or, yes, when fielded, draw and roll a die. Place it in your reserve pool. This one's a tough one too.
It is a tough one. Let's come back to Ebony Maw. Let's move on to Proxima Midnight.
Go.
Common, 3-cost shield. When fielded, KO a character die you control. If you do, the next die you purchase this turn costs 2 less, minimum 1. The only challenge with her is that her fielding costs are 1 across the board.
Yeah.
So it can be expensive to field her. The uncommon says target non-Proxima Midnight character die, Black Order character die, gets +2A and gains Overcrush until end of turn. Now, this is a when fielded effect as ruled by our friend Jimmy O'Brien on Facebook back when Infinity Gauntlet came out. And you can head over to dm-north.com for a full list of the crazy rulings we got from Jimmy on Facebook back then, which would have been 2020 September-ish, perhaps. So that is a when fielded event. When fielded effect.
I think I like that one. Unless, again, we're looking for purchase cost cheap, but I mean, she can give another character Overcrush.
But we do have Black Swan that has Overcrush on 2 of her 3 sides, right?
Unless you roll her on level 1.
Give something Overcrush?
If you roll her on level 1, you're kind of in trouble.
Who?
Black Swan.
Oh.
Because she won't get the Overcrush on level 1.
That's true. You need a way to spin her up, perhaps.
Okay,
so let's continue on to the next group, and we'll come up with where we're going to land here. So,
Supergiant. So her common is a 3-cost, regenerate. Reroll when KO'd. Uncommon is a 5-cost, also has regenerate, but when you field her, take control of target character die.
And that's until Supergiant leaves the field or end of turn.
Yes, which I like that one. Little control.
Yeah, a little bit of control within the format.
Take away something maybe that's could actually benefit you on the other side.
Yeah. And then finally, we have the big guns in Mr. Thanos. Thanos is a 7-cost mask for both of his common and uncommon, and he says for common, he costs 2 less to purchase, minimum 1, while you have 10 or less life. And his uncommon says, when he KOs an opposing die, place it in the use pile instead of the prep area. His stats are 1, 5, 7, 2, 7, 8, 3, 9, 9.
He's a big one.
I'm leaning towards the uncommon because he's more than likely going to be able to KO stuff. You attack or you defend. He's KOing things and it goes in the use pile.
Yeah, he's pretty beefy.
Because if you get to the point where he costs 2 less because you have 10 or less life, you're basically dead.
Yeah.
He's not going to get out in time.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
So let's go with that one. Okay, so we have a big beefy Thanos if we can get to him.
Yes.
We have a character die that has Overcrush on 2 of 3 sides. We have a when fielded, replace target character die's attack with printed A with double its printed A until end of turn. So now we need to get where we're at. So I think at this point we have on our team 3 5-cost and a 7-cost. Okay, I'm going back to recommending the 2-cost Corvus Glaive.
The blank one, right?
Yeah, because if your
Yeah.
opponent brings globals, then, like if there's a Kree Captain global perhaps, or,
Mm-hmm.
a Clayface global, that would be handy to have.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't really need them out there just to use for energy.
Yep. I'm also going to recommend the 3-cost Proxima Midnight.
The one that
When
makes your stuff
fielded,
cheaper.
yeah,
Yeah.
when fielded, KO a character die you control. The next die you purchase this turn costs 2 less.
Really? You don't want to do the Overcrush in 2A one, eh?
Well, we've got the Black Swan that has the Overcrush, and we also have a Thanos, which has big beefy stats, and we can
If you
also
get to it.
double a printed A. So that leaves us with Ebony Maw, which will be our 4-cost, and I think we need to go with the rampy one.
When fielded, draw and roll a die.
Yep.
The rampy one.
I know, the 4-cost ramp.
There you go.
Okay, so our team has 7 cards on it, and now we do need to do some basic actions. So at the top, under type of card, I'm going to go up here. I'm leaving all my other stats in place. I'm going to choose basic actions, and then I'm going to unclick the eyeball for Black Order. And that is going to give us 16 basic actions to choose from in Infinity Gauntlet. Now, we do have to eliminate some of these right off the bat, Kim. Why?
Because they have globals on it, and we're
That's
building
right.
a no global.
Now, I don't think there's a way we can filter on that, right?
No, you can't take off anything in red, I guess.
Oh, I think we can do... There's a not. So if we do the little
Not
squiggly
global.
line...
Yeah.
How do I make the squiggly line?
Let's look at our keyboards. Where is this squiggly line? Actually, yeah, where is this squiggly line?
Oh, there it is. I see it.
Ah. Okay.
Not. Okay. No, not. That is not. I need to type global.
Not global. Yeah.
There we go. So
we
now
go
we
from
have 6 cards to choose from, Kim.
What was the original?
16.
10?
So we just
16.
eliminated 10.
Woo. Wow. All right.
Okay, I have already picked my first one. Do you know what it is, Kim?
Big entrance.
That is not the one I was going to go for.
Investigation.
Investigation. Draw and roll 2 dice. We need dice. We need ramp.
Yes. Yes, we do.
Okay. So now that is draw and roll 2 dice. Place them in your reserve pool. It's a 3-cost. It's handy. It's awesome. Good stuff. So big entrance is something that could be worthwhile. Big entrance says impulse. You may add this die to your bag. It's a may, so you don't have to. It says dice purchased this turn cost 1 less than their printed cost. And gain impulse. You may add this die to your bag. So it's also a 3-cost basic action. We do have some pretty heavy hitting stuff here as far as stats go. You could combine big entrance, for example, with that, what is it?
Proxima?
Ebony Maw? Proxima Midnight. So you could put big entrance into play to make everything cost 1 less, and then you could field Proxima Midnight, KO Proxima Midnight, and then everything else, the next die you purchase would cost 2 less. So it'd be 3 less to purchase, which means all of our 5 costs would only cost 2, and they could go directly in the bag.
That's an option. What are our other ones?
Other?
Inspiring, which is a 4-cost. Choose one of your character dice in the field zone with the lowest printed A showing. That die has its printed A replaced with the printed A on all levels of the character die in your field zone with the highest purchase cost. You choose if tied.
Not sold.
Poker Night is a 3-cost. Gain 1 life. Boom. Then, you and your opponent each roll a die from your use pile. Each player who rolls a character face gains a life. Return those dice to the use pile. You may only use 1 copy of Poker Night each turn. So you gain a life, but you're giving your opponent a chance to gain a life. Rally, which is also a 3-cost. Move 2 psychic dice from your use pile to your field zone. Move up to 2 psychic dice from your use pile to your field zone. Or instead, if you roll on a double burst, move 3 psychic dice.
Double burst. Surprise attack. Deal 1 damage to target character die. On a burst phase, instead deal 2 damage.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to get rid of some stuff, surprise attack's not that bad for 2-cost.
I mean, you can only get rid of something with a 1 or 2 defense, so...
Yeah, sidekicks, really.
Yeah. So I vote for big entrance.
All right.
What do you think, Kim?
I would have done surprise attack.
You want to go surprise attack?
Just because we already have. I mean, I know you want more discount, but I feel like we already have a discount Proxima. What does
It is a
Ebony
2
Maw
cost
do?
as well.
And then Ebony, if you even feel that you can draw and roll a die.
So what is our strategy, Kim? Our strategy is we need to get black swans on
level
a
2,
burst
level
phase.
3. Yep.
Then we need to field a black dwarf to double the printed A.
Mm-hmm.
So let's say we have black swan on a
level 2
3,
is a
she's
5.
a 6 attack.
Yep.
You field a black dwarf, she becomes a 12 attack with Overcrush.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah, I like it. That's basically the plan. Everything else is there for
Fluff.
extra fluff.
Proxima to help with purchase cost. Corvus just to help because you need to buy a 2 cost for some reason.
Yeah, and if your opponent has globals, then you can use your opponent's globals. There's nothing against
Supergiant will help you control if you wanted to take control of something.
Mm-hmm. Yep, an investigation for ramp and surprise attack for weenie KOing, which also would work for yourself. You could always KO one of your own characters for more ramp. So. Like
yeah, because I mean, even if you don't want like Black Dwarf, you can't get him stuck in the field. He's easy to KO. Because he's got a 1, 2, 3, so I guess he's not really a problem to KO.
Black Dwarf is a 1, 2, 2.
Oh, sorry, like a 1, 2, 2. Oh, see, I can't see, that's so tiny.
I think the only thing that this team is really vulnerable to at this point is a Angela that prevents wind fielded effects.
Does Angela have affiliation on her?
Yeah, I think she's a villain.
Oh, okay.
Hang on, let me.
Yeah,
let me
that might put
my filters here.
That might put a pooper on our.
Because then you wouldn't even be able to use your Supergiant to take control because the wind fielded wouldn't happen. You'd have to somehow KO Angela first.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Let's look at Madame Angela. So let me go back here.
I mean, unless you get.
Was it Madame Mask?
That's when everybody attacks. Oh, yeah, that's the one fielded too.
Yeah.
I mean, if you
Angela is active, ignore your opponent's when fielded abilities. Madame Mask. While Madame Mask is active, your opponent's when fielded abilities do not trigger. So, Madame Mask is a villain, and Angela I think might be.
What's their defenses? Because maybe surprise attack might help with that.
Angela is a 3/3/4.
Mm-hmm.
And Madame Mask is a 2/3/4. So
I mean, it could help.
Is only going to get them on level 1.
Yeah, but I mean, if you get stuck that way, Black Swan is still your best bet.
Mm-hmm.
Because she's got an overcrush. So if you're whittling down their field and you kind of attacking with Black Swan, they're either going to take 6 or block with an Angela or whatnot, right? Yeah. So there's another way, and hope they don't roll it back. But
I think that in general, this is a pretty strong team. It's not the strongest version of the team because we chose not to include the rare and super rare cards, because that would have given us a few more options to choose from. But I want more tickets.
Yes.
So Kim, you gonna play this team?
I don't know. I have a team in mind built, and I have another team in mind. I haven't built it yet. Yeah, I don't know. I could practice this team if I have a chance.
Well, I could put it together and play it against whatever team you're building if you wanted.
Yeah, there you go. So we went with surprise attack and investigation.
Yeah, but if I play it, I'm going to put big entrance on instead.
I know you play it against each other. No, that'd be kind of funny.
Yeah, we did that whole mirror match thing once before.
Yeah.
So yeah, so there we go. That's the team we built. We built Black Order. What would you build if you were building a team for this event? How many achievements would you go for, and or how many penalties are you willing to incur? What set would you pick if you had the option to choose? and build from any set in the single set system. Let us know. We would love to hear from you, because you know what, Kim?
What's that?
Our dice bag was empty this week.
Yeah.
We didn't get any mail. Well, I guess we heard from one person, right?
Well, yeah, Nick said, I made the credits, so the YouTube video.
Which he did.
Yes.
He did make the credits because we included his fanfare, which we wanted to thank him for again, for providing that for us, his wonderful trombone fanfare for us that we are going to be using in the podcast from time to time. So, but other than that, we didn't get any feedback after the last episode. Wah, wah.
Mm-hmm. That's okay.
It is okay. But I do have a sad face, and I'm like getting a little pouty. Can you hear the pout in my lip, Kim? No. But yeah, people are busy, and we understand. And last episode we talked about building for Roll for the North. So yeah, but let us know what you think of the Dice Masters versus Cancer theme, the achievement list, the penalty list. What are you building, or what would you build if you were going to play? And what would you try to achieve? So I think we've done pretty good, and I have put out there that my request that I do think that we should get extra points for no globals compared to three or more globals, and I also think that we should get the 4 points for the affiliation, even though we only have 7 affiliated cards, because 7 is all that exists for this affiliation.
That's true. Well, yeah.
So, yes, there is no more to choose from for
the 7 characters. Yeah.
So anyway, Chris, Andy, let us know.
Yeah. Quick thing though, best of 1 rounds, 45 minutes. They do have a bonus going on. So if you donate, I believe, to the GoFundMe page that they have that you can donate to, off aside if you're not playing and you want to donate. They do have is it something, what is it? I forget what they're naming it. But if you could go on the achievement list, everything has a name, and they're all quotes. Movie quotes. So if you can figure out those, then I think you get something bonus. And why can I not find it on their page? Actually, that's funny.
I don't
know. But that's you can do that up until I believe the event. So if I missed it, maybe it's on the page. Go check it out if it's on the page. If not, Discord. If you check them out, the channel there is Dice Masters vs. Cancer 2021. I believe Chris wrote something about that as well there.
Yeah, he wrote all kinds of things. Chris writes all kinds of things.
Yeah. Oh, the nerdy quote quiz. There you go.
There you go.
Yeah.
Enter the nerdy quote quiz to find the answers to the nerdy quotes. The original sources only, I believe, is what we're looking for.
I believe
there's some fun ones in there.
Actually, there's a link, so we'll put that in the show notes.
Excellent. Okay, so on that note, Kim, what else is going on in the online Dice Masters world? Because the in-person Dice Masters world is not doing so well right now.
Yeah. So weekly events happening is weekly Dice Arena happens every Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern.
You mean a double and Dice presents a weekly Dice Arena?
Or Dice Social presents a weekly Dice Arena. Yeah, so I've still been hosting. And yeah, Ross, what's going on? It's okay though.
We love you, Ross. We miss you, Ross.
Yes, everybody misses you, Ross. So that happens on Tuesdays. Thursdays is Dice Fight with the DM United folks. Happens at 4 o'clock Eastern time. And I guess the next monthly event is we Dice Social in November, but we have not picked a date yet.
Yeah, we got to take a look at that because there is, of course, this wonderful Dice Masters versus Cancer charity event on November 13th. So there is already an online Saturday event. So we'll have to take a look and see if we can squeeze one into the calendar. And if not, then maybe we can fit one in December or something. So watch the dm-north.com website for all of the details there. And you can also keep an eye out on the Dice Masters Online Discord.
Yep.
All right. So I think that's all we've got to cover today, Kim.
Yeah.
So let's tell all of these fine people where they can find us so that we can get feedback for our next episode. So we can not have an empty dice bag. You can reach out to us via email at tripledpodcast@dm-north.com. You can leave us a comment on our episode link at dm-north.com. You can find us on the socials, which include Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube at dmNorthTV.
Instagram.
And Instagram. Yep. Don't forget the Insta. And then also we are on twitch.tv/dmNorthTV. And you can also send direct messages to Kim through Discord as @SuperK and to myself at JoceStitch, that's JoCE Stitch. And if you are looking for a new piece of, bling for your Dice Masters game, please check out my Etsy store, etsy.com/shop/JoceStitch, again, JoCE Stitch, where you can order your very own custom dice mag. Or if you know someone in your life, a Dice Masters player, a Dungeons & Dragons player, a Dungeon Crawl Classics player, a Pathfinder player, anyone who uses dice, who would like a custom dice bag, you can check out all of the custom dice bag, designs that I have available, all the different fabrics. You can choose your inside color, you can choose your outside color. I will sew it together and mail it to you for a nominal fee. And,
I will sew it to you.
So I'll sew it to you. I'm going to sew it to you, Kim.
You have like a tattoo or something.
To you. Anyway, so yes, etsy.com/shop/JoceStitch. Get your request in before the Christmas rush. And until next time, on a double and dice.